In this video, I want to show you how to use the Fantastic Farm and Garden calculator to plan your square foot garden. The current version of the calculator does not allow you to enter your total square footage, but asks you to enter your row width and row length details. If you're using square foot gardening method, you're not really thinking about row length or row width. You're just thinking about the square foot. And it's really easy to enter this into the calculator. In my example here, I'm saying that I have 9 4-foot by 3-foot beds, which equal 108 square feet. Then I've also got one 10-foot by 10-foot bed, which equals 100 square feet, but it does have pathways, so once I remove that space, I end up with 64 square feet of growing space. And the total growing space that I have is 172 square feet. Remember, you need to enter your actual growing space into the calculator and not any additional pathways or anything that's not being used to grow in. It's got to be the growing space. So let's go down here. I'm going to say that I want to feed 5 people. The number of rows is going to be 1. The row width will be 12, which is 12 inches. My frost date, which is the last frost date, is usually in the middle of May, so I'm going to say, I'll say 5/15/2010. The garden end date is just when I want to clean up the garden, get it ready for fall and winter, perhaps plant a cover crop. Beginning of October sounds good for me in my area, so I'm going to add that. Now for the row length, we're just going to look up here at this number. 172 is the total growing space. We've already got a width of 12 inches. So we're going to put 172 in here. And then let's come up and update the calculations. And you'll see that it's added a total row length of 172 with a width of 12 inches, and that equals 172 square feet of growing space. At this point, I would save my calculator so we don't lose anything. And then you can come back down here and reopen it. Square foot garden is the one I was using. Now that we've reopened our calculator, we can take a look at the basic information that we've entered. In this case, I've got 172 for the row foot length, and the width is 12 inches. So that equals my 172 square feet of growing space. At this point, you can scroll down and start entering all the crop info. All of this is very thoroughly detailed in our main training video, so I would recommend you take a look at that. This video is just meant to show you how to take your square foot area and enter it into the calculator and start planning your garden with your square foot method.